Well, I was about to go ahead and get the damn intro out of the way, but I got rudely interrupted by our ring announcer. But anyways, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Xwa No Limits, streaming to you live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And what the? And I believe the leader of the FBI will pretty much just not wasting any time, but just making her first appearance now known to the world. And if I remember correctly, we have heard from our ring announcer that this match is contested for the underground well, not underground, but for the women's cruiserweight championship. So of course we are in the Golden Knights arena in the T-Mobile arena. Well, unironically. So we genuinely don't know like what the hell is going to be going down here. But yes, and I've been informed that this woman you're seeing here is in fact Elisa Fugo, the leader of Fatal Blooded Italians. Wait, but if she's the leader, then what the hell did that make Jasmine Narancio? Like a fake or something? Well, so now that Fugo is already in the ring, pretty much not giving a single care about the world, but here comes her opponent, and that being Jennifer Smith. Now for Jennifer Smith, pretty much coming out with a yellow, well, pretty much with a gray, white, and yellow themed gear. Now I believe it would technically be the first time we would get to see Jennifer Smith using this gear after she teased it during the Gauntlet of the Immortals, which kind of a sad thing for Jennifer Smith. She couldn't make it to show. However, she is here in Vegas. So now, as you see, for the Cruiserweight Champion being for Jennifer Smith, and she is ready to defend that title against Fugo. And that would go down to our ring announcer. Well, for the official call, and there you see the Women's Cruiserweight Championship being shown on the screen. And that would go down to the ring. So now with the introductions out of the way, there you see Jennifer Smith pretty much handed the title over to the ref as she agrees to fight for the match, and now Fugo also agrees as well. And there you see the belt being held, well, pretty much high above the referee's head as our opening matchup here tonight in the T-Mobile Arena, that being Smith taking on Fugo for the Cruiserweight Championship. And that match is official right now. After Jennifer Smith trying to at least get a bit of offense onto Fugo, however, Fugo does manage to counter. A bit of a rollover and a kick to the side of the head. Well, stomp onto the lower, or pretty much onto the rear lower. Now, a bit of history regarding Elisa Fugo, that technically this would be her first match, well, in the XWA, or let alone, but with Finn. So now, we're in for a bit of a head scissor. Well, not head scissors, but a hurricanrana. We're taking down Fugo. So now for Smith, we're fighting to keep that championship around her waist. But however, for Fugo, from what we know, that she is an experienced all-around fighter. Well, in terms, trying to fight for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, from what Fugo has said in the past weeks leading up to her appearance, she said that she has a battle plan to pretty much take over the women's division with the FBI. And I believe this could be one, or at least one half, of her master plan. So now for Jennifer Smith, we're trying to at least get a hold of Fugo, but instead, Fugo not letting it happen. But now back inside the ring, go for Fugo, and you can just see that for Fugo saying that, well, your title reign is gonna come to an end as I will attempt to get rid of your belt. And there you see Fugo trying to make her way to the ropes. However, Jennifer Smith is hot on her tail. Now man to slip through, going for a breaking suplex into a cover. But it'll only get a 1 count. Fugo wisely rolling out of the ring, and a miscalculation. And out goes Jennifer Smith. And now just seeming that for Fugo, pretty much just play my games with Jennifer Smith here in the T-Mobile Arena. And now, been back and forth. We're going under for Fugo, jumping over. And the heel kick connects to the face. However, for Elisa, not going for a pinfall, or not as of yet, because for what I'm looking at, she's just pretty much just trying to weaken for her opponent before going in, well, and sink the final bullet. So now, for Jennifer Smith, now she's trying to lock up the arms, at least try to pop the shoulder out of his socket. And I believe she kind of does, but now, wait a second, covered by the champion. And almost an immediate kick out by Fugo at 2. And the match is going to keep on going. So now for Fugo, pretty much looking to try and utilize pretty much her speed, knowledge, and momentum to try and keep Jennifer Smith down for the count. And it's not looking well. Pretty much a bit of a ripcord. And I believe that was called the Godmother Slam. And it almost got her 3 count. Pretty much as you just saw for Fugo, now trying to get rid of Jennifer Smith. But now Jennifer has her in her trap, trying to lock in, well, pretty much the code of silence. Or actually, well, or pretty much actually call it the psycho trap is what she really calls it. But now, Jennifer Smith trying to at least gain momentum, going off the ropes, drop kick connect, putting down Fugo for a short period of time. So now for Jennifer Smith, realized that she could put away the Italian, but not really. And now with Fugo's turn to try and steal that momentum off of Jennifer Smith, the rollover and the kick connects into the corner. And Fugo might be able to capitalize here. Turn around, DDT headfirst into the middle turnbuckle. And now for Fugo, now going again for the Godmother Slam. Almost right into the corner, but it seems like Fugo not finished. Pretty much raising that hand into the air, and oh no! That's the Mafia's choke! But however, was Smith managed to escape. And pretty much, with that neck hold that you just saw Fugo doing, having to be the Mafia choke, a move that pretty much not anyone can actually perfect, because you need to have like pretty much just enough arm and hand strength in order to just simply make your opponent tap out by just holding onto their neck well, for long enough. And from what Fugo attempted to do, she tried to target the vital point in her opponent's neck to pretty much make him pass out. Now for Fugo, pretty much just trying to work on the left leg, well, the left ankle for Jennifer Smith, but now trying to work on the right, well, not right, but the left leg, well, of Jennifer Smith. And now Jennifer trying to lock in the Psycho Trap yet again, trying to force Fugo to tap out to retain, but Smith let go of the hold. For whatever reason, she could have locked in the hold and just made her opponent tap out. But now, for Smith, pretty much off the top rope into a moonsault, and it connects. But now, they're looking to utilize even more damage, trying to target, well, the right arm of Fugo, or should I say the right hand. So now, Smith getting Fugo pretty much back up, but countered by Fugo, and now she's back up onto her feet, looking to try and gain control into the match, because the moment the Godmother gains control, then it'll all be over. And so far, it's not looking good for Jennifer Smith, but what the hell Fugo doing? Did you just slap her ass? Hey, yo! But now, for Fugo, pretty much going for like an elevated lip. Wait, no. And oh God! And oh God! And for Fugo almost tried to bend Jennifer Smith's whole body like a pretzel, but now, instead she had better plans. Well, but instead she had better plans to go for the choke, but that might have been what caused her after Jennifer Smith going for a sky high. And now Jennifer Smith yet again trying to try again, well, with the Psycho Trap, trying to make Fugo tap, and she does. And Jennifer Smith retains the Cruiserweight Championship and lives to tell the tale. So Jennifer Smith will pretty much retaining, well, the Cruiserweight Championship. For pretty much now beg the question, who will pretty much dethrone her, well, for the belt? That we don't even know. Alright then. Well, our next matchup tonight is one of our newest signings that we had in a while, but it's also the same as that person we have seen in the crowd, I want to say during, well, the Gauntlet, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was during the Gauntlet. We have seen this man made it pretty much a surprise appearance in the crowd, and that person being Braxton Blanchard. But from what I'm being told, he didn't come alone, because he came with a few other people from his own company of EAW. So he's looking to try and put that EFED pretty much into more areas, let alone trying to put it even more on the map here tonight. But in doing so, he's gonna have to be able to defeat Oliver Knight, and that match will be coming up next. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here live in T-Mobile Arena. And I've just been informed that whose house is it? It's Braxton's house here tonight in Las Vegas. Now, from past accomplishments of what Braxton Blanchard has accomplished here, well, in the EFED scene, pretty much he is a member of the PWD roster, but also, well, the owner and founder of EAW as well. So technically, for Braxton Blanchard, has a lot on his chest to brag about. But if there's one thing that he shouldn't brag about, it's the fact that he could technically walk away with a win against Oliver Knight here in this matchup. It seems that for Braxton is pretty much welcome here with open arms. And he is just ready to go here. Well, for No Limits. So now here comes Oliver Knight. Now pretty much the last time we've seen Oliver Knight was pretty much inside of the Allegiant Stadium, as he somewhat managed to survive, well, in a match. But if I remember correctly, he survived long enough to the point where he could have eliminated Zach Wilde, well, in a match. But unfortunately, he ended up getting eliminated, well, by Zach Wilde, in which I have been informed that Zach Wilde is here, well, in the building, as he will be putting his championship title on the line against Cobra. But of course, that match will be happening later on tonight. So now our secondary matchup of tonight, as we are entering our free camp, and here we go, with between Braxton Blanchard versus Oliver Knight. And pretty much up with ease, Oliver just seemingly to have somewhat of control for the match, going off the middle rope. However, Blanchard managed to move out of the way and looking to capitalize on Oliver Knight's mistake. And almost off rip, trying to lock in a bit of a headlock for Knight, managed to get himself free. For a drop kick to the dome of Blanchard. And so far, not so good. We're praying for the debuting star, well, in the SWA, knee to the gut. But now for Oliver, they're picking up Blanchard, dropping him headfirst onto the top springboard. Now, I deadass don't know how this match came about, but I believe it's probably because of something that went on backstage. But to the point where I want to assume, well, Blanchard and Oliver Knight had a bit of beef over a woman. I could be wrong, or I could be right, but I have no clue. So now, also for those that want to, I clearly don't care if you don't. You can share this to your friends or some other shit, because I have plans to open up this EFED later on this year. So that'll be exciting. But now, a counter by Oliver Knight. And I don't know what that, a death drop or not. It's just seemingly for Oliver Knight already just stomping out, or Braxton Blanchard. That Braxton managed to roll out of the way. The disaster kick connects by Knight. Sorry for Oliver Knight for not having a good time here. At pretty much he's been giving like a few days off after, well, got the more, but now kick to the midsection. What is, well, Blanchard looking for? That being the brat drop, or what they call the reverb drop, recovered with just escape. Now it gets to the midsection, and there's the disaster DDT onto Knight, and he might be out cold, I don't know, but cover. But never mind, Oliver Knight is somehow, some way still into it, but now for Braxton Blanchard onto the top rope. Look at the Utah Dangerous here for almost a beautiful shooting star press. However, for Knight, managed to move out of the way in time. And now Oliver Knight has control over the match, looking to take a little bit of dangerous measures, but waiting until Blanchard gets up, rotating around into the shining armor on Pretty Her. Covered now by Oliver Knight. And a kick out of 2 by Blanchard. And Knight himself cannot believe it. Onto the top rope now, going for Knight. He needs to do this with that precision, and just misses the target. But I believe that was just all of Oliver Knight's plan at the disaster kick, somehow managed to connect. But seeming that for Knight is not finished with Blanchard, not even one bit. Now he's looking to grab, or at least trap the right arm, and just repetitively stomping on the right hand, trying to break it. Not sure it's not a good idea, but a Spanish fly. Well, I believe a Spanish fly counter by Braxton Blanchard, but now I just see for Blanchard going with a series of strikes, just suplexing Oliver Knight across the ring like a literal, well, not literal, but like a literal ragdoll. And another disaster kick by Oliver Knight will cover. And a kick out of 2 by Blanchard. And so far, Oliver Knight is pretty much just thinking to himself, what can he do? Well, to put down Blanchard, but I believe this is what he's going to be on the receiving end of. Well, the roll through and the kick was to the side of the face, almost similar to what Fugo did in the previous match. But now, Oliver Knight saying enough is enough. You had your few seconds of fame, so now it's time for me to silence it. And now, Oliver Knight looking to go for high risk, but no reward. Well, Blanchard pretty much utilizing it. So far, it's probably just going on the outside of Blanchard. Lady just telling everyone else that they okay. However, Oliver Knight attempted to go with the regal knee, but it does not work. But now Oliver Knight pretty much trying to at least get Braxton Blanchard within, or pretty much within radius of the move. Very jump to the midsection, but missing, and pretty much missing a massive stomp of Braxton Blanchard. But now Oliver Knight realized he had the opportunity, never mind. After Braxton going for a kick into the midsection, gaining speed. And you might just put out, well, Oliver Knight for cover. And somehow, some way, Oliver Knight is still in the fight. Like, where is Oliver Knight finding, well, all of this power from? But now, when they try to lock the wrist, they're just dropping him onto that locked arm. That could have broken, well, the whole arm if, well, done properly. But now, Oliver Knight pretty much looking to gain control. However, for Braxton, now has it locked in, hoisting him up, going for the Wind Waker. Cover. And Oliver Knight still somehow, some way in this fight alone. So now, well, for Braxton, pretty much looking to use the alternate version of the final straw. Never mind. As Oliver Knight just seemed to move out of the way of it, like he just saw it coming from the back of his head. Now for Braxton, just trying to at least will utilize the top rope to a small advantage. However, that works. Knee to the gut. So far, Oliver Knight might be in a tad bit of trouble. Heavy left hand, well, by Blanchard, but now for Knight, they're looking to use the death drop yet again, almost at the corner of the ring. And now, there's a heavy right hand, and now Oliver looking to use the shining armor on Pretty Her yet again. A cover now, but wait a second, I think. Well, never mind. I really thought that Blanchard's foot was literally touching the middle rope. Well, at a first perspective, but apparently not. Oliver Knight apparently walk away with a win. Said I'm trying to get word backstage as of right now. I don't even know what the fuck is going on backstage. I don't know what the hell is going on backstage, but thankfully there's no BS happening there. So now, and we get into our third matchup here tonight. I can get it fucking set up here. Well, boy, our next matchup will be Samantha Bay taking on Willow. And that match will be going down in just a few moments. Well, yes. Yes, there is. But I have planned to actually make this like a proper fed, like, later on this year. So, do not worry. Oh, shit. Well, and here we go here for our third matchup of tonight. I'm pretty much, I know that song anywhere because here comes Samantha Bay. Well, pretty much as going by her nickname that she finally revealed, and that being the San Diego Grizzly. Well, pretty much making her way down to the ring. Pretty much, and she's doing this shit with attitude as well. That Samantha Bay, pretty much for those that have not seen, pretty much during Gauntlet of the Immortals this year, pretty much she decided to go out as a hero, pretty much pushing her sister into a corner after Samantha Bay pretty much took the elimination. So technically for Samantha, she just basically saved her sister's life pretty much in result of eliminating herself from the match. Now, if that isn't a heroic sacrifice, then I don't know what is. And now the lights are already cut off because here comes a dark entity we call Willow. Obviously, we don't know what her backstory is, but all we do know is that how Willow was created, she was created from a freak accident that had happened in the late 2010s, and since then there has been no cure, and it only has gotten worse. Ladies and gentlemen, viewer discretion may be advised because this woman is just as violent as you may think. But I will go ahead and let you in on some good news about Willow, that she is signed with somewhat of a, well, I wouldn't say it's a Legends contract, but that was a commentary note for error from a few weeks ago. But Willow has technically signed a 5-year, well, contract with her already existing one, so meaning she's here to stay, and that's a good thing.
Hands from parts unknown. Will.
That basically after Willow pretty much just trying to at least insert fear within the women's division. Because the last time we have seen her in a one-on-one match was her going up against, ironically, Samantha Bay's younger sister, that being Ramirez Bay. So now, Willow returns and now is fighting the older sister, that being Samantha. Also, believe me when I fucking say this, and yes, these are from the fans, not me. But a lot of people are saying that technically they would literally go through, pretty much literally go through walls for Willow. And also put Willow under Hear Them Out list as well. Which is fucking insane to think about, because this woman can technically kill you in your sleep. So now, after our fourth match here tonight, and basically the battle of Willow taking on Samantha Bay. And now, as you can see, Willow seemed to somewhat choke out. Oh my god! Well, there goes your breakfast, lunch, and possibly dinner of Samantha Bay, because you finna tell me you finna choke you out in the center of the ring and give you a nasty gut punch as a follow-up. So now we have for Willow, pretty much might see Samantha Bay as like an easy target in order to assert her dominance within the women's division, but for anyone that dares to try and oppose her will probably be met with a quick and painless death. Because as for Willow here, she is just as deadly, well, as she is, could be potentially evil. But now, after Samantha overpower Willow, very much dropping her head first onto the rope. Now, of course, for Ramirez Bay, she did end up coming close to getting rid of Willow, but however, for Willow managed to strike enough fear, well, within Ramirez in order to win. So I believe we could see a repeat of that here tonight, well, in Las Vegas. But now, Samantha Bay pretty much going for a pickup Samoan driver. Well, not Samoan driver, but a Samoan drop. I always get those two. I get those two moves mixed up commonly, which is fucking insane. But now, with Samantha, pretty much trying to at least stretch out the arm of Willow, roaring at the crowd, and it could be over. And I believe it just may be. And now, what is Samantha looking for? And looking to drop the bomb on Willow. Cover. And Willow survives. Honestly, if Samantha won off of that move alone, that would just be damn near hilarious. I kid you not. So as the match will continue, as Willow refuses to pretty much lose off of a cheeky move, but that Samantha Bay have pulled off. Technically, Willow takes her fight seriously, and she technically pretty much finds Samantha Bay as a complete joker. And now Willow pretty much trying to at least lift up the big woman, but we all know, everyone knows in the women's division that it's fucking impossible to lift up a big woman, especially if it's Samantha Bay. And now, we're looking to somewhat take small advantage. However, well, for Willow, was saying, alright, they can want to do shit like this, fine by me. And now, we're looking to dismount, well, pretty much into a corner switch drop kick. Now into the real steel steps, not sponsored by the way, but I just chose to say that because it actually sounds funny. And it was also maybe a running gag. But now into the ring by Samantha Bay, and pretty much looking at Willow for her to say, I'm not scared of you, whether you like it or not. So you just trying to at least admit fear! And I don't even know what kind of woman for that side of Samantha Bay capable of pulling that off, but she just fucking did it with sudden ease. If we're going into a replay, and I want to say that for Samantha Bay is clear for fucking takeoff, and pretty much looking to utilize it here. Pretty much just leaping herself out of the ring like some sort of cruise missile. So now I think we kind of understand what Samantha Bay said in her resume when she first signed to the company, saying that she is somewhat full of surprises, and I believe that was one of them. That the ref count is recap 5, almost at the limit. Now Samantha Bay pretty much seemed to try and face off against Willow on the outside, not knowing about the ref counts, because she just saying fuck it and keep this fight going. But now, pretty much throws Willow back into the ring at the ref count is at 7. And now, Samantha rolling herself back into the ring at stake 8. But now, Willow pretty much looking for an easy way to finish off the match. But yet again, Samantha Bay pretty much refusing to let Willow pretty much get the last laugh. Recover by Willow. And a kick out, well not kick out, but a shoulders up by Willow at 2. Now for Willow going onto the top rope, staring down Samantha Bay, saying, your time is up. And now go for a dismount, total eclipse. Well, now already into the center of the ring, exactly where Willow will want Samantha Bay to be in. Well, or as I at least could assume. Now the right hand, oh no. Oh God. And that being the Willow's wish. Cover, but a kick out by Samantha Bay. Oh wait, no, the move was called the Willow Maker. Well, leg drop. Get it? Because I'm like saying it's the Widowmaker. It's the Willow Maker. But now, the Willow, now going for another corner switch drop kick onto Samantha Bay. She could be out cold for all I fucking know. Now, with Samantha Bay pretty much lifting up Willow, dropping her face first onto the apron. And this might be the longest that Willow happened to fight someone, well, in the ring. But for Samantha, she's not giving two single shits about it. Now, oh no. But into the steel steps going for Samantha Bay after Willow. Everybody's literally laughing like a fucking maniac in the damn ring. Ref count at 7. However, Samantha Bay managed to make it back into the ring in time and try to finish this match. But I have a feeling her ribcage might be depleted. Kick to the midsection. Willow probably going for it. It's the Willow's wish. Will connect. Cover. And Willow gets the victory.
Here is your winner,
And oh shit. And ref, I would recommend you might want to run. And thankfully she did. See that Willow almost possessed the referee for a split second. But regardless or not, your winner goes to Willow. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Like, if anyone needs a way to put down Willow, good fucking luck. Because they're probably going to take a whole army to kill her ass. Well, Blue, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You ever seen Ivar fight in the WWE? Like, have you ever seen Ivar fight one-on-one? Because if you did, that should go ahead and explain why the fact that Samantha Bay can somewhat pull out high-flying moves unexpectedly. So let's see here. Also, we are having a ring announcer change, so give me a minute. So our next matchup will be Jordan Logo taking on Impulse. And that match will be coming up next. Right after this commercial break. Well, well, pretty much this following episode of Xwa No Limits Live is sponsored by Big Chirp Energy is seltzer, made from natural sources of caffeine, and it comes in 4 flavors. 5 if you want to count limited edition. Those 4 flavors being Radical Raj, Chirpin' Cherry Blast, Snazzy Snowberry, and Zero Sugar Neon Street Citrus. Well, ranked for ages 18 up. Drink caffeine responsibly. So now we're back here in the T-Mobile Arena, and here comes, I want to presume, a Jordan Loco.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall.
Now, of course, for Jordan Loco, he had entered number 1 in the Gauntlet of the Immortals match, and he actually managed to survive for a small amount of time, only to be eliminated towards the halfway point of the match. Now, I will say this, but people backstage, like executives and all that whatnot, were somewhat very impressed in Jordan Loco's work, or at least in his performance for in the Immortals Gauntlet Rumble. We could see, well, better things but for Jordan Loco in the near future. Jordan is already in the ring. And out comes Impulse. Yeah, you see Impulse pretty much coming in with technically the Black Ops attire, from what he said on social media. Now, originally, believe it or not, Impulse said that this attire was originally made for XWA's All for Nothing, well, last year, but for whatever reason, the attire wasn't complete, so he had to use one of his other attires, as a gap filler. But now, the gear is ready, and it's complete. Better late than ever, right? And I also want to go ahead and say this now, that for Impulse, but technically, if you want to look closely at his mask, you can actually see that there are 2 slits on both sides. What are those for, you may ask? Well, you're about to find out now. As you see Jordan Loco, and there you see Impulse taking off one part of his mask, and technically now you pretty much have a mouth exposed mask. But here comes Jordan Loco. They're pretty much trying to put away Impulse almost immediately. Pretty much off ripped after Impulse. Pretty much just trying to fight this match out almost immediately. But there's the gut check. And there's the sniper dropkick straight to the center of the face of Jordan Loco. And I also have a feeling the reason why Impulse went with this sort of exposed mask, but technically, believe it or not, this was supposed to be somewhat of a tribute to the Great Muta, is what Impulse said. That pretty much the reason for why this mask is like an experimental design, first and foremost. And now enter rope going for Impulse. Jordan Loco immediately shutting him down with the lariat. Now for Jordan just lifting up Impulse, slamming him down. Now, I believe I've been told by one of the executives, well, backstage, that the reason why Jordan Loco wasn't already in backstage, because he just got backstage last second, that because, believe it or not, I think he said he was busy taking care of business. Was somewhere backstage. Now, what did that supposed to mean? I don't know. But we can say that Jordan is somewhat of an honorary member of Fatal Blooded Italian, so maybe that's what he meant about taking care of business. But then again, I don't know. But that being the red flash of Jordan Loco cover. And Impulse, where he gets to live another day. And now for Jordan, pretty much looking to finish off Impulse here. And now managed to get him up, looking for the GTS cover. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the Dark Horse,
Jordan Loco will pretty much keep the streak alive, pretty much going into Danger Zone 3 season. Let me see here. LTS. Our next matchup will pretty much will be contested under underground rules. For those that don't know what underground rules are, pretty much the rules are simple. 25 minutes on the clock. Anything and everything is legal. Only way to win is by pinfall or submission. But however, if the clock ends up striking 0, but once the match is over, then whoever is the underground champion will be walking out that ring, and maybe even the whole arena, and still. So now with the rules out of the way, let's get it on. But as it will be Cobra, take it on Wild next. now out. So pretty much here comes Cobra. Or at least so. But this man in particular went into Gauntlet with the Immortals with a statement and saying that he was going to end Impulse's career and embarrass him in front of his friends and in front of his girl. And Cobra did exactly that. Not only he managed to win against a younger brother, but also, get this, he decided to roll himself out of the ring, grab the cup of beer from Samantha Bay's hands and literally just splashed the beer over her face as Cobra just left, flipping off the Las Vegas crowd. And pretty much just from the sound of boos here tonight in the T-Mobile Arena, it seemed like the hatred for Las Vegas to Cobra is running strong. But here comes another person that a lot of people hate, and that being Zach Wilde. And I don't know what's worse. I think the boos might be louder for Zach Wilde other than Cobra. And that's saying something. You know, I'm just gonna let the crowd fucking handle my commentary for a second. Well, I think I just got my point across. Now here Cobra.
215 pounds. And his opponent.
And there you see Zach Wilde. And he is still getting booed to oblivion. My goodness. God damn, it seems like Las Vegas seems to hate two people that are in the ring right now. But there you see a 25-minute timer put up onto the top right of your screen. And as said during the rule book, technically it's 25 minutes, compared matches under 25 minutes, and pretty much everything and anything is legal. No disqualifications. So only way to win is by pinfall or submission. Well, however, if the clock strikes 0 and the champion had not been pinned, well, pretty much had not been pinned or have submitted, then the champion will walk out as still champion. And yes, I know the rules sound complicated, but yes, those are the actual rules for this belt only. And the person that did pretty much introduce these dumbass rules to begin with is Zach Wilde. But hopefully, if Cobra ends up winning this belt off of him, that hopefully these rules will be no more, and the Underground Championship would actually be treated like a real belt rather than just somewhat of a trial. So now we're top rope seeming that for Cobra still hanging on. Now keep in mind that for Cobra is technically the very first underground champion in the SWA, and Zack Wilde happened to be the second one in line. So technically Cobra might be looking to go as a two-time underground champion if he wins this match. And so far, weapons have not been introduced into the fray as of yet. But now, Cobra seeming to fight back, against, I want to say, the new underground champion. Wait a second, cover by Cobra. And kick out at one, but Cobra pretty much still being hot on Zack Wilde's tail here, because he said after he's done with his brother that he's going after that underground championship. So now for Zack Wilde, pretty much trying to fight, pretty much almost like his small life depends on it. But now, utilizing the total reject onto Cobra, cover. And a kick out by Cobra. After just only almost 21 minutes left into the match, the kick to the midsection. And now for Zack Wilde, looking to go for the Wild side, but not go for a cover until now. And Cobra kicks out of the Wild side. So now, Zack Wilde now has the guitar in hand. But Cobra pretty much noticing this and not letting Zack Wilde try to hit him with the guitar, but into the steel steps for Zack Wilde. Also, I did forget to mention there's no countouts, but I believe that was kind of mentioned when I said no disqualification, so whatever. So technically for both men, now taking the fight onto the outside, being thrown across the ring with just only 21 minutes left to spare. Now for Cobra, pretty much trying to at least attempt to snap the neck of his opponent, but now for Cobra, bringing in a ladder to the occasion. But damn, it must be a ladder match already, but now for Cobra now utilizing the weapons that are legalized in this matchup to try and get rid of Zack Wilde. Smart thinking. But now with Zack Wilde back in the ring, but Cobra pretty much still pushing the pressure onto Wilde. Because I don't know if Zack Wilde even noticed, but for Cobra being the first ever, let alone the inaugural underground champion, it should make a lot of sense. So pretty much that's the fact of it. But now for Zack Wilde, pretty much just not trying to lose that championship belt, because he says that belt means something to him. So now Zack Wilde going for a kick to the mid. Lifting up Cobra into a Wild side yet again. Good cover. And Zack Wilde retains. And Zack Wilde pretty much could be the longest reigning underground champion. Now, it pains for me to say this, who will pretty much step up to the plate and get rid of Zack Wilde's championship reign? But now, As we jump from singles competition to now tag team action here tonight. Brand up looking through backstage. So pretty much as some executive backstage that have informed Mr. Blue and Cass that they are up. Compared that they will be taking on a team of Britain's choice. So mid-gender tag action will come to you live next. And here we are back in the Vegas area. And here we go, and when you look at this, it's seeming that both Cassidy and Blue decide to show up with matching gears. So pretty much that we have the Universal Champion and of course the bride of the champion, that we are now calling her that, well pretty much that being Miss Walker. And what's even more ironic, and pretty much that is also Throwback Thursday, so they just said, fuck it, we might as well just have some throwback gears we'll put together. By Cassidy and Blue having matching gears. now here comes, well, SJ Ray.
From San Jose, California, SJ
And I'm just getting shit together. So pretty much one half of the media outcast with the chirping bird and the leader of the chirp army, that being SJ Ray, pretty much making her way down to the ring. As for SJ Ray, pretty much just taking her time, soaking in the Las Vegas crowd. It seems that Las Vegas seemed to love SJ Ray. I mean, who wouldn't? But now, for a tag partner, and oh boy. And you've seen him during Gauntlet of the Immortals, that you know exactly who this man is. It's Gavin Ashton!
Your partner from Arlington, Virginia, weighing in at 190
Gavin
pounds.
Ashton being revealed as SJ Ray's male partner for this matchup. After technically for both SJ Ray and Gavin Ashton do have history working together as a team. So technically seeing this happening is actually kind of surprising. So we had the member of United and a member of Media Outcast joined together as one for, I think, from what I've heard someone said, that this partner up would pretty much only be for one night only. But I don't know, will it actually be one night only, because we could see this multiple times. So pretty much a lot of people are actually kind of surprised at the fact, well, pretty much still surprised at the fact that Gavin Ashton pretty much answered the call and technically walked through the door and entered himself into the gauntlet. So now, pretty much starting things out after two women in this matchup, that being SJ Ray versus Cassidy Walker. Starting this match off at the two legal women. Wait a second, covered now by SJ. And also immediate kick out by Cassidy Walker at 1. So now, off the middle ropes, and going, I want to say for a bit of a dive bomb maneuver by SJ Ray. Now, how did this match come about? I believe, but after Cassidy is saying that we need some good people to fight. Well, pretty much both me and my husband want a good match. And of course, I had no one answered. But SJ Ray decided to say that, okay, I have an idea for next week. How about you two versus me and a friend I know from multiple different companies? And it turns out that friend is being Ashton. And speaking of which, the two men are now legal. Now, the fact that Mr. Blue never fought up against Gavin Ashton in technically his whole career, well, it's somewhat surprising. So we technically could see how when Mr. Blue could square up against a member of the United. Now, if we're talking about Gavin Ashton's past accomplishments or the companies he is currently in, he is currently in APW, FXE, and TEW. But of course, it will be for both FXE, well, and APW, where he is teamed up with, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this on commentary, Ryan Castle. that for Blue somewhat attempted to try and put out, well, Gavin Ashton. So now, we're pretty much for now, we're back inside the ring, going for Ashton. Ready to now try to throw Blue into the ropes and a Spanish fly, catching Blue into the fray, and a split leg, well, pretty much a split leg drop by Ashton. You have to remember, well, Gavin Ashton is somehow very fucking flexible in the damn ring. I'm not even joking. But then again, he is also somewhat of a high flyer as well, so that does kind of make sense. A flexible high flyer? Yeah, that now is starting to make sense. But anyway, tag made, and the woman are back to doing battle. And now for SJ Ray, for utilizing a bit of her athleticism, try and put down Cassidy Walker. Now I will go ahead and say this, that technically for Walker and Ray, they are part of the faction, that being the media outcast. However, for Blue and Ashton, well, I don't know about Gavin being part of media outcast, I haven't checked. But for Blue, he is not part of the media outcast because he said he never heard of what the media outcasts are. But, and the second thing is, well, he doesn't know the core members. But maybe after tonight, he might know. And now being slammed chest first into the apron. Technically for Cassidy and SJ Ray pretty much just seeming to put on one hell of a fight, but into the barricade going for Cassidy Walker. Ref count that 5, and so far SJ Ray pretty much try to go for a roll through and a heel kick square in the face. Ref count that 7. We're back inside the ring now. After Cassidy looking to take high risk, however, SJ Ray saw it coming and moved out of the way in time. And the count will be restarted. So now, back inside the ring, going for Cassidy Walker. You can see that for SJ Ray, seemingly celebrating like she just won the match or something. I don't know what the fuck Blue was doing. Maybe he just checking in on the springboard. Or that just could have been like a way to try have Blue wake up Cassidy in the ring. And it looks like it's starting to work out. So now, pretty much rebounded off the ropes. And so far, SJ Ray, they were trying to put a good fight. However, miscalculation. And SJ Ray sent herself to the outside. And Cassidy would soon follow suit. Now back inside the ring now is Cassidy looking to take control. And technically she might have. Tag made, and both Gavin and Mr. Blue are back into the swing of thing. And now it seems like, well, pretty much the husband and wife duo of Mr. Blue and Cassidy Walker are now seem to have, well, control in the match. And Blue pretty much going for I want to say a rolling splash, well, to be exact, and a headbutt to finish it off. Tag made back to Cassidy Walker. The woman was set to do battle. Running knee by SJ Ray. And now kick to the midsection, go for the chirp of fate. Covered now by SJ Ray. And a kick out almost immediately at 1 by Cassidy Walker. And now it seems that SJ Ray almost looking to try to go again for the chirp of fate. However, for Cassidy, pretty much utilized the momentum and tried to get herself an easy win. And there's the C trigger, a move we haven't seen in a while by Cassidy Walker. Cover. And a kick out by SJ Ray at 2. However, for Cassidy thinking she's not finished. However, SJ Ray not letting it happen. And you can hear from the Las Vegas crowd, tag team wrestling, that is right. Okay, we have for SJ. Pretty much putting belt to ass onto Cassidy Walker. And pretty much a pullback running knee will end up connecting. So now pretty much after FJ Ray somewhat almost locked eyes with Mr. Blue for a split second. Now just looking to take a bite out of the hand. And I believe that was the final straw for Cassidy, but for whatever reason, so far not working to her best liking. But then again, you have to realize that for SJ Ray, pretty much she had done, well, some matches in Japan with pretty much to hone her skills and also show just roughly how lethal that SJ Ray can be as a single competitor inside the ring. And I believe now for Cassidy Walker realizing that's the fact and now has to at least pull out moves from pretty much other people's playbook to try and get the best of SJ Ray. Because I will say that for SJ Ray, it's somewhat of a difficult opponent what to face off against. SJ Ray wisely rolling out of the ring, tag made, and now the men are back to doing battle. And a blue rasp punch connects by Mr. Blue, but see that he is not done. Perry trying to connect with pretty much a flurry of combos and finish off with a super kick, and which connects, covered now by Mr. Blue. And a kick out by Gavin at 1. Right, wisely rolling out of the ring. Here comes Blue. We'll play with the corkscrew moonsault onto the outside. So far, Mr. Blue, they're trying to at least be a little bit cocky in this match, throwing Ashton into the steel steps. That's so far. But as much as Cassidy wants to help her husband, unfortunately for her, she is going to have to look on. The rep count is at 7. That for Mr. Blue, Prima man to go for a punch to the midsection. Lifting up Ashton, slamming him back down to earth, and now Blue off to the races, man to get himself back into the ring in time. And that will conclude the match.
Here are your winners.
And that win will go to Mr. Blue and Cassidy Walker. And for some reason Cassidy is on the outside, and you can just hear Blue for just telling Cassidy to get your fine ass in this damn ring right now and raise my hand. And so your winners, but in the Las Vegas, well pretty much in Las Vegas, let alone T-Mobile Arena, go to the husband and wife duo, Mr. Blue and Cassidy Walker. Congratulations. Hold up. Alright. Oh shit. Someone that I know in the EFED scene has some merch going with his own custom made logo on it. Cool. Alright. Where was I? Alright. Let's see. Oh shit, it's co-main event. Got it! So have we talked about pretty much Samantha Bay making a heroic sacrifice for her sister? How ironic it would be to have her pretty much in a co-main event. I think she deserves it. But now, it's time for our main event and our last ring announcer change. And this is where we enter commercial-free territory. And now for Ramirez Bay takes on Ren Taylor, in which she said that she finally understands what it really means to be somewhat of a technical professional wrestler. And she's looking to put all the skills she learned here tonight. Now here comes Ren. Wait, no, that's not Ren Taylor. That is Ramirez Bay.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Charlottesville, Virginia, Ramirez Bay.
Now we're talking.
And from Salt Lake City, Utah,
So now here comes Ren Taylor. Now, of course, we don't have a whole lot. Also, if I'm not talking a whole lot, it's because there's some business going down. Alright, sorry for the little bit of inconvenience, but we managed to get our microphones back up and running. But anyways, after closing in on the climax of the match, Ripcord Lariat will by Ramirez Bay. And after Ramirez having her targets locked onto Red Taylor, looking to utilize it with a springboard forearm. Covered by Ramirez. And a kick out by Red Taylor. After Ramirez, pretty much looking to just show off here. Covered now by Babe, and she will get the win.
Here is your winner, Ramirez.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now our main event, and now shaping up to be pretty much one hell of a main event. Kind of like the best one we could have in a while. And that is, well, that is pretty much the battle of, well, yeah, not a battle, but you get the idea. So for our main event, it will be Denver Anti-Lucas taking on the owner of TEW, Ethan Rose. So I hope you guys got your popcorn and your drinks, because this is going to be a long ass night in Vegas. And I believe once we're done, and I believe once the cameras stop rolling here in Vegas, then we turn our attention to another location, because we are going international. And the first few venue locations will be will be posted in my Discord, well, momentarily. So for those that are in it, stay tuned, because you don't want to miss it.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 185 pounds.
And now out comes Anti. Well, pretty much making his entrance down to Vegas. Well, so on, so forth. So now with Denver Lucas in the ring, but here comes the owner of TEW.
Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Ethan Rose.
The wrestle with the E-Fed's Antichrist has arrived here in Vegas. For the second time, to be exact. So technically, there you see Anti, and there you see Ethan Rose. Now, bit of a background check that for Ethan Rose, pretty much managed to survive technically the longest in the men's Gauntlet Rumble, well, pretty much a few days ago, and it actually managed to pretty much surprise a lot of people backstage. Synthetically, well, not technically, but now match is technically starting to escalate here between what about the two bosses. Well, one is a former boss and the other one is a literal boss of a whole different company. That rep count is at 6, and there's the spin kick. Well, from Ethan Rose. So technically, after Denver, or shall I say Anti and Ethan are still duking it out. And now Ethan back inside the ring, and here comes Anti. Now for Anti, pretty much looking to put an end to Rose and a super kick. Well, put down Anti. Cover. And a kick out. So far, pretty much after Ethan Rose, will pretty much somehow, well, pretty much, from what he has revealed, well, not revealed, but what we know, the reason why Ethan Rose and a few other people are here, well, they are here, well, because of a Forbidden Door-like contract. With that, and the thing is, with that contract in hand, pretty much, that means wrestlers from different companies, or from different effect companies, can pretty much just enter into the FWA or EWL with no problem and even compete in a set of a few matches. Some may even be entering in title matches. And one of them was Ethan Rose, that he ended up signing, well, a Forbidden Door-like contract, and is fighting, well, pretty much the previous owner of the FWA, that being Denver. But now, after Anti, pretty much looking for somewhat of a slam here, but now, super kick to the face, trying to lock in the arm. And the last surprise by Anti. Cover. I believe that was somewhat, I believe that move, that what we just saw from Ethan Rose, is called the Crown of Thorns, as if someone managed to get the win over Anti. And so your winner goes to Ethan Rose. And that will conclude for XWA's No Limits here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And as we would say farewell, well, to Vegas, but who knows? We could be coming back next year for something special. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.